I hope you're okay. Today I am filming for the fourth time lucky, my Cheryl inspired makeup look. So Cheryl Fernandez-Pacini is a judge on a UK talent show called The X Factor, and recently they have been doing this kind of part of the show which is called the 6-chair challenge, and Cheryl has been wearing this amazing, she's been looking amazing the whole time, but she's been looking especially amazing in this kind of period because she's got this amazing kind of purple smoky eye, she's got this really lovely purple jumpsuit and like back combed hair, and everyone, she's been going mad for her look, including myself. So I thought that I would recreate her look for a video, and I just thought it's something a little bit different because I never ever kind of play with colours, and I thought that purple may be quite fun for this time of the year. So yeah, I had some real problems with this video. Like I said, it's the fourth time, and I really hope this kind of works out okay. I really hope you like the video and it all looks okay on camera, and it kind of does Cheryl's look justice. So yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want to see how I recreated this Cheryl inspired makeup look, then keep on watching. Okay, so I've just applied my foundation and concealer, and I thought that I'd just kind of do that very quickly, so the video is not too long because I know that doing the eyes is probably going to take the longest. So for my foundation I mixed two, and I've been using two of my current favourites, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder and the NARS All Day Luminous Foundation, because they kind of have the best of both worlds. This has got really good coverage, and this one gives you a really nice kind of flawless finish. I mixed both of them together and then just buffed it into my skin using this Crown buffing brush, which is so soft. And for concealer I used two, one for under my eyes and one for kind of covering blemishes and stuff, and they're both from Eyes Lips Face, and they're both the HD Lifting Concealer. The one that I used for my face was in the colour Fair, and then the one that I used under my eyes was called Brightening. So as you could see, it's like a very kind of light yellow, so it's really good for kind of lightening the under eye area. Then I've just kind of powdered my kind of face. I haven't done under the eyes yet because there may be a chance that I might have to go back in with some concealer in case there's a lot of fallout with the eyeshadow. But I've done some powdering with the Gosh Prime and Set, which is my favourite. And again, I've just kind of buffed that in so that everything kind of stays in place. So I thought that I'd do that very quickly. Now we're going to move on to the more interesting part. So we're going to start off with some bronzer. Now Cheryl's look was pretty contoured, but I am awful at contouring. I know that sounds like a bit of a cop-out, but I just literally cannot seem to get it right, and I would rather do a good makeup tutorial than do something that looks rubbish. So what I'm going to do is literally just bronze my face using this bronzer from L'Oreal. It's called Glam Bronze, and I'm going to take this Real Techniques brush and just kind of pop it on the places where I kind of naturally tan, and I'm just going to give myself a bit of a sun-kissed look to kind of coincide with Cheryl's look, but I'm not going to go over the top with any contouring because it just doesn't work for me. So I'm really sorry about that. I kind of wanted to focus more on the eyes, so hopefully someone else will do a look with better contouring than me, but like I said, I'd much rather do like a good makeup tutorial than one that looks crap. Excuse my hair, I know it is looking a bit of a mess right now. So I'm going to contour my nose with a Kiko contour stick, which looks like this. It's basically just a crayon bronzer, but it's really good for doing like a thin line down your nose. Basically it's kind of trial and error with contouring your nose, but I always find the thinner the line, the more narrow your nose will be. And then I just tend to kind of go over the lines a couple of times and just making them a bit more accurate until I'm kind of happy with the look. Next we're going to move on to blush. Now Cheryl looked like she had quite a lot of blush on, and it was like a dusky rose pink. So I'm going to use this one from Bare Minerals, and this is one of their Christmas palettes, so it'll be coming out very soon. L'Oreal do a very similar colour if you kind of don't want to wait for this colour to come out, or maybe if it's a little bit out of your price range. So it's called Golden Gate, and it's basically just a dusky pink. And I'm just going to take this quite low because it looked like she'd almost contoured with it, which was a bit strange. So I'm just going to put it like here, and then just kind of blend that in so it doesn't look like quite so strange. It's always really hard because I find that blush never really shows up on camera. So like I go back to edit it and I'm like, it doesn't look like I'm wearing any blush. Hashtag YouTuber problem. Right, I think I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to add some highlight now. And I'm going to use the Mary Lou Manizer from The Balm, because Cheryl looked like she had a fair bit of highlighter on her top of her cheekbones. So I'm just going to use a setting brush from Real Techniques, which is my favourite highlighter brush. I'm just going to pop this down the cheekbone. Is that the cheekbone? Top of the cheekbone. Hopefully that's all looking good. So now it's time to move on to the eyes. Cheryl had a purple smoky eye. It was very dark. It was kind of like a mixture of black and purple. I'm going to make it a little bit more wearable. So I'm going to kind of mainly do it purple and kind of not make it as smoky, so it's something that you could wear going out and stuff. So first of all, I'm going to take this palette from Revlon, if I can pick it up. It's called Seductive and it's got 4 purple shadows, and I'm going to take this light one here and then this brighter one here, and I'm going to mix the 2 of them together to do a lid colour. So I'm just going to zoom you in. You don't want to take this too high. Just go all the way to the inner corner. Now I'm going to take some washi tape. I'm just going to make, because Cheryl's liner was quite, well, Cheryl's eyes were quite winged, and I find that adding some tape to just the corner of your eye kind of helps keep that straight line. What I'm going to do is just build up the purple colour. Ooh, that's not a mirror. And then we're going to add a bit more of a darker colour to the crease. I'm going to take a pointed brush like this, and I'm going to take the dark purple. I'm going to pop this in my crease. Cheryl's look was pretty dark, so I'm going to see if this is dark enough. I might have to add like a black or something, but it would be quite nice to just have purples. This pencil, or this eyeshadow pen that I got from Number 7 yesterday. They had this offer on for like £5 off makeup, so it was only £5, no, £3, not £5. And it's a really nice dark purple colour, so I'm going to just kind of take this along a bit darker. If you want to make it darker, you could totally add like a grey or a black. Palette from Makeup Revolution, and this is, there's a few dark colours, so I might use the dark purple mixed with a little bit of the black, and that might add just a little bit of smokiness because Cheryl's look was pretty dark. I'm going to add some black liquid liner. This is the Super Liner by L'Oreal. It's my favourite liner ever, but stupidly I managed to leave it out with the lid off the other night, so basically it's all dried up, so there's not really much pigment to it, which is not ideal, but there we go. I am a donut. Right, I'm going to put some mascara on, hope that it covers up my eyelash mistake. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I really like this. So I'm going to add some false lashes because Cheryl looked like she was wearing some pretty big false lashes. I'm going to use these ones from E.L.F, and they are called the Fleur and Fabulous. They're the Fleur de Force collaboration. I really like them. They're so good, and they're like perfect for this kind of look. So I'm going to take my Duo glue and just kind of pop on some. Wait for them to dry, and then I'll put some mascara on to kind of join them with my lashes, and then once they've dried I'm also kind of going to go back in and kind of tidy everything up on my eyes because I don't want to kind of knock anything. So what I'm going to do now is do the lower lash line. So I'm going to add some eyeliner. This is the Charlotte Tilbury black eyeliner. I'm going to pop this in my waterline, and the key is to just not be too neat. So if you get some on the lash line, that's cool, because Cheryl's look was pretty smoky underneath and it was like a mixture of black and purple. So I'm going to get that, and then I'm going to get my eyeshadow pen if I can find where I put it. Yeah, And I'm just going to put this over the top. And then I'm just going to smudge the two together. The thing is, when you're doing a smoky eye, you don't have to be really neat on the bottom lashes. So I'm going to pop some mascara on now, but it doesn't have to be like really tidy. So I'm going to just tidy up now the top. I can't think of the right word. What's wrong with me? I'm going to take like a clean blending brush and just kind of blend this all in together. I'm going to move on to brows now. Cheryl's brows were kind of just filled in. There wasn't really anything too much to them. So I think I'm going to use my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade because I've been using this a lot recently. And I'm just going to take an angled brush if I can find it. And I'm just going to fill my brows in, but obviously just not going to do anything kind of too dramatic to them. Just kind of fill them in and make them look a little bit more polished. Also, you may notice that there is a bit of my brow mist in there. I decided to tidy up my brows because I've been kind of avoiding getting them threaded because I don't want them to be too thin. So I thought I'd kind of tidy up my brows myself, like do some plucking and trim them and stuff. And I managed to just take a whole big chunk out of my eyebrows. So I felt like I was about 7 years old again, because that's what I did when I was 7, because I absolutely hated my big thick brows. And I thought that a good way to try and get rid of them would be to cut them. And then I ended up cutting like literally a hole, and I was like, oh, rubbish. And then my mum was like, oh my god, why have you got a hole in your eyebrow? And I think that day I'd gone to the hairdressers to get my fringe trimmed, because I had like this fringe. And mum was like, did the hairdresser get a bit of your eyebrow when she was doing your fringe? And I was just like, yes. And I don't think we ever went back to that hairdresser, so whoops. So I'm going to use, time for lips now. I don't know what I was talking about then. I'm going to use this lipstick from Maybelline. It's called the Colour Drama and it's a pencil. I'm going to just use this as the base for my lips and kind of overline them slightly, because Cheryl looked like she was wearing like a nude lip liner, and she'd kind of overlined, well, her makeup artist had overlined her lips a little bit. So now I'm going to add a little bit of some, like a really pale nude lipstick, because her lips were quite pale. And this is the Topshop lipstick in Nevada. It's a very pale nude, and I'm just going to put this on all over. It's quite glossy, it's quite satiny, so you could leave it there. But her lips did look pretty glossy, so I'm just going to go a step further and apply some gloss. This is the L'Oreal gloss in the colour 103 Protest Queen. I'm just going to add this to the middle. What I'm going to do is, I'm just still not quite happy with my eyes. I feel like they need blending in just a little. I'm so paranoid about my eyeshadow not being blended in, because I feel like the camera always makes it look 10 times worse. Like, I always think my eyes look fine in real life, but then the camera makes them look like they're really like I just don't know how to blend eyeshadow. Like, to me right now they're looking pretty sorted, but I just don't know what the camera's going to pick up. What am I going to do? I think I'm just going to add a little bit more blush, because I feel like it kind of got lost a little bit whilst I was popping on my makeup. And I think we are pretty much sorted for the Cheryl smoky purple eye look. So now we're going to do some very cringe close-up posing so you can see it all in its glory. There we go, there is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed this look, and it kind of did Cheryl's look some justice. I really hope that it all looks okay on camera, because I literally had it up to here with this video. But yeah, fingers crossed anyways. I hope you enjoy watching X Factor tonight, and don't forget to give the video a good old like if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And yes, I'm going to go now to go edit this video and pray it comes out okay. But yes, thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!